Hi, for those who don't know, it's Andrew, your observer of thought, difference, and everything in between. I've been thinking about stillness lately, and I don't think I experience it the way people describe it. When people say just clear your mind or just sit with your thoughts, I don't know. My mind doesn't really sit, it moves, it loops, it jumps. It builds conversations that haven't even happened. It replays conversations that already have happened. And for a long time, I genuinely thought that meant that I was bad at being calm. Like I was failing at something everyone else found so simple. But lately I've been wondering, what if stillness isn't supposed to look the same for everyone? Because when I try to force silence in my head, it actually gets louder. But when I'm walking or cleaning or reorganizing something settles. Not silence, but alignment. And I don't know if that counts as meditation. I actually don't even know if there's a technical term for it. I just know it feels closer to peace than sitting still ever has. I think sometimes we inherit one picture of what calm looks like, such as quiet rooms, closed eyes, blank mind. And if your brain doesn't cooperate, you assume you're doing life wrong. But what if thinking isn't the enemy? What if movement isn't distraction? What if some of us process by moving? I've noticed that when I'm allowed to think freely without judging the speed of it, my thoughts actually soften on their own. But when I try to control them, that's when they fight back. I'm not speaking as someone who studied this, I'm speaking as someone who lives inside a busy mind. And I've realized something else. My mind isn't chaotic all the time, it's patterned. It connects things quickly. It tracks emotional shifts. It notices tone changes. It builds meaning consistently. And maybe what I used to call overthinking is sometimes just depth moving fast. There's also this quiet shame around not being able to just relax. Like relaxation is a discipline you are supposed to master. But I don't think my nervous system relaxes through emptiness. It relaxes through rhythm, through repetition, through controlled motion, through talking things out, through organizing thoughts out loud. That's when I feel still, which is strange because I'm not physically still at all. What if stillness isn't the absence of movement? What if it's the absence of resistance? Ish, yeah, let me say that again. What if stillness isn't the absence of movement? What if it's the absence of resistance? What if it's the moment you stop fighting the way your mind works? Because I've spent years trying to quiet mine, and honestly, the only time it actually feels peaceful is when I stop trying to quiet it. When I let it stretch, when I let it explore, when I stop labeling it as too much. Maybe some minds are quiet lakes, and some are oceans, constantly moving, constantly shifting. But movement doesn't mean broken. It just means alive. And maybe the goal isn't to become a lake if you were built as an ocean. Maybe the goal is to learn your own tide. I don't have a neat conclusion for this. I just know that for people whose minds don't sit still, being told to be still can feel like being told to be someone else. And maybe you don't need to be someone else. Maybe your pacing is processing. Maybe your thinking is reflection. Maybe even your movement is meditation. And maybe your busy mind isn't broken. It's just wired differently. And differently doesn't mean wrong. I'm still trying to figure this out. But I think stillness for me isn't silence. It's more like permission. Permission to think, permission to move, permission to exist without apologizing for the way my mind works. And that feels closer to peace than forcing quiet ever did. Unscripted, unexamined, and unfinished. On purpose. If this stirred something, let it stay with you. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, and this is an episode out of the usual that I talk about. I just want to dive into more like some spiritual side, out of patterns, attachment, neurodivergency. I just want to kind of sit with ourselves, I want to focus more on our own meditation, if I could say that. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys soon.